Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unpack the financial wizardry of public companies. And today we've got a pretty straightforward filing from Marine Products Corporation that might just have a hidden gem or two. Stick around to decode what's really going on. Alright, so what we have here is officially called a Form 8K. This is basically the SEC's way of making sure companies tell everyone about important stuff that happens outside of their regular financial reports. Think of it like a company's breaking news announcement to the public, filed with the government. It's for events that investors really need to know about right away. The big date for this report is July 14th, 2025. This is the day the company says something important happened that they needed to tell us about. The company we're looking at is Marine Products Corporation. Now, if the name doesn't ring a bell, they're known for making boats. Yep, the kind you take out on the water for fun. Kind of a nice business to be in, right? Especially when people are looking for ways to relax and enjoy themselves. So these guys are incorporated in Delaware. That's a pretty common state for companies to set up shop in for legal reasons. Nothing too surprising there. But here's their commission file number 116263. This is like their official ID with the SEC. And their IRS employer identification number is 508E2572419. This is for tax purposes. Their main office is located in Atlanta, Georgia. And their main phone number is 404321791110. Now, this part is interesting. It tells us how their stock is set up. They have common stock. And each share has a par value of $10. That means it's the very basic legal value assigned to a share of stock. It's usually a tiny amount and doesn't reflect the market price. And the symbol you'd look for to buy or sell their stock is MPX. They trade on the New York Stock Exchange, which is one of the biggest and most prestigious exchanges in the world. That usually means the company is of a decent size and meets certain standards. The main piece of news in this filing falls under Section 510(2). This section is all about changes in a company's leadership, like when a director leaves, a new one joins, or key officers get hired or change roles. It's really about who's steering the ship. So the big news here is that on July 14th, 2025, the company's board of directors decided to bring in a new member. His name is Gary Kolstad, and he's coming on as an independent director. An independent director is someone on the board who doesn't have any business ties or financial interest in the company beyond their director's pay. This is generally seen as a good thing because it means they're supposed to make decisions that are best for all the shareholders, not just a select few. They're paying him the same as the other directors who aren't full-time employees. Right now, he hasn't been put on any specific committees like the audit committee or the compensation committee. Those committees often do a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of oversight. And importantly, the company is stating that there aren't any special deals or business relationships between Mr. Kolstad and the company that need to be disclosed. This means no conflicts of interest are being reported at this time. They also don't have any special handshake agreements with other people about why they picked him. It sounds like a clean, standard appointment. From a pure reporting standpoint, this is a simple update, but for investors, it's always worth noting new blood on the board, especially an independent voice. It can sometimes signal a fresh perspective or a new direction, though in this case, the filing doesn't give us much to go on beyond the fact of his appointment. Then we get to item 901, which is about financial statements and exhibits. Basically, this section tells us what other documents are being filed along with this report. They've included a press release from July 14th. This is often where companies will put out a more detailed statement about whatever event triggered the 8K filing. And this last item 104 refers to the cover page interactive data file. This is part of something called Inline XBRL or E-Extensible Business Reporting Language. Think of it as a way to make financial data machine readable, meaning computers can understand and process it more easily. It helps with analysis and transparency. And finally, we have the signatures. This is where the company officially signs off on the report, confirming that they've provided accurate information. This is just the official sign-off language. The date of the signature is also July 14th, 2025, matching the event date. And this is the signature of Michael L. Schmidt. He's identified as the Vice President, Chief Financial Officer, and Treasurer. So he's a pretty high-ranking executive, and it makes sense that he would be the one to authorize this report on behalf of the company. Now, looking at this filing, it's pretty simple. It's a notification about a new independent director joining the board. There aren't any big financial numbers to dig into here, no revenue or profit figures. That kind of information you'd find in their quarterly reports like a 10Q or their annual reports, the 10K. What this filing does tell us is that the company is actively managing its board composition. Bringing on an independent director like Mr. Kolstad can be a positive signal. It suggests a commitment to good corporate governance, where decisions are made with a focus on fairness and transparency for all shareholders. In a company like Marine Products, which operates in a consumer-driven market where brand, trust and reputation are super important, having a well-balanced and independent board is quite valuable. It can help protect against rash decisions, ensure proper oversight of management and bring valuable outside expertise. However, without more context from the Associated Press release or a more detailed filing, it's hard to say if this appointment signifies a major strategic shift or if it's just a routine board refreshment. It will be interesting to see if Mr. Kolstad gets assigned to any key committees in future filings, as that might give us a better read on his role and the company's priorities. In a nutshell, this is a straightforward announcement of a new board member. It's a small piece of the larger corporate puzzle, but it shows the company is attending to its governance structure. For Marine Products Corporation, a company relying on consumer spending for recreational items, maintaining a strong and credible leadership image is always a plus. We'll have to keep an eye on their future filings to see how this addition impacts their strategy and performance. So that's our quick decode of this filing. What do you think about new board members? Does it make a difference to your investment decisions? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please smash that like button and subscribe for more regular dives into the world of corporate finance. And hey, don't forget to join our Discord community for more discussions. The link is in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.